The first thing that every customer that I talk to tells me or asks me is, what about data privacy? As an input, a user might have to enter in sensitive information. I might have to enter in my personal email address, phone number, my name, my user ID, my PNR number of the airline, some identification number, etc. Or in cases where I am generating code or using generative AI to review code or improve code, I might have to enter code as the input. So, in all these cases, if I'm entering sensitive information into a large language model, the question becomes, is my data going to leak out of the organization? Is my sensitive data going to leak out of the boundaries that it is supposed to be in? And is there a risk of data leakage of private confidential data uh, to large language model companies? And will these companies like Google and OpenAI take this data and train their models on it, which in turn would risk your data going out to many other people, because then it would get amplified if millions of users are using chat gpt. And if chat gpt has access to your data, and if somebody asks question about you, they might get access to all of your data, right? So that is the biggest risk or the biggest concern that every enterprise has when we talk to them. So for consumer products like ChatGPT and Bard, yes, you are at the risk of, exposing yourself or exposing your sensitive information to companies like Google and OpenAI, because that's a consumer product. Much like many other consumer products that you might use, they have access to your data and they might use that data to train the model.
It kind of reminds me of what we see just with different software. You if you want a free Gmail account, you're going to get served ads. If you
Yes,
want, that Google's going to know your location history. That they're going to, whatever you clicked on, you're going to see that. But that's also, we're getting that at no cost. We're getting, no charge for storage, so there's that give and take. But it sounds like what you're saying is with the public facing, the Chat GPT, the Bard, it's the same deal. Like if you share
right.
knowledge with them, they can use it however they want. But like with a Google Workspace or a Office 365, like when you have a paid subscription, an enterprise grade, there are some certain, I guess, contingencies baked in. There are, your data is your data. Is that the same case with some of these large language models?
Absolutely. And somebody once told me, if you're not paying for the product, then you are the product. Right? The reason why Google and Facebook and other apps let you use their product for free is because you are the product. They sell your information to companies that want to advertise to you and then show you the ads based on that, right? And same is the case with consumer chat GPT or consumer bard. That's good for consumer use cases, but you should not be putting your sensitive information out, your enterprise information out to those consumer products. For enterprises, companies like Google and Microsoft have opened up enterprise APIs. Enterprises should be using the APIs, and those APIs are governed by the data terms of use. The terms that these companies have laid out, these are the same terms that govern their data warehouse systems, for example. So if you put your data in BigQuery, you're already using a public cloud system, but you feel secure because that is governed by those terms and conditions, right? So your data is safe. Google is not just going to take your data and sell your data, or use your data anywhere. It is safe within your cloud tenant. The same is the case with enterprise generative AI APIs. If you're using the generative AI APIs from the cloud platform, either Google Cloud or Azure, your data is going to be safe. Nobody's going to have access to it unless you permit them explicitly to have access.
So it's really understanding what you're connecting, understanding that nothing in life is free, and that's the same with Gen AI as it is with your Gmail or WhatsApp, or the ability to communicate globally at an instant. That's because yes, you are the product. They want your eyeballs, they want your attention in their application. And that's really what you're getting for free. But
Absolutely.
with these enterprise models, very much so can be contained, constrained, and kept within your organization.